So my name's Amanda Wemmer. I'm a medical coding specialist, and I've been doing that for 12 years. We take clinical documentation and we turn that into alphanumeric codes that can be used for billing purposes or for data and statistical purposes. It sort of combines that need to be a good communicator and to really enjoy reading and looking at things in detail and being very analytical with the medical field. And it kind of brings those two things together. I like that I make sure that our providers get full credit for the work that they do, and I like making sure that our patients are receiving fair bills for the services that they receive. If we code it incorrectly, a few things can happen. I mean, most likely the bill just won't be paid. The insurance company will deny it. If it's really incorrect, it can be fraudulent, so there are legal ramifications to incorrect coding. It's important to me that we are able to take some of that burden of keeping up with regulations and constantly trying to keep on top of ever-changing rules so that our providers can really focus on patient care. It's our job to make sure that we are billing it correctly, and we have very specific guidelines that we go by to make sure that it is what it should be. One of the things I really love about being a coder, but a float in particular, is that I get to change specialties, not even just on a daily basis, but sometimes on an hourly basis. And so I never have a chance for things to get stale. I'm just constantly learning new things about new procedures, new diagnoses. It's an interesting career because it's a lifelong learning process. There's just no way to ever know everything there is to know about coding because it's just constantly changing. I've had a hand in training a lot of new coders coming up. I've worked with our apprentice program, and I've had several job shadows, and it feels really good to help people find a career that makes them happy and that makes them feel fulfilled, and to see that next generation of medical coders getting started and knowing that I help them do that. The future of medical coding is really exciting because things are changing very rapidly, and the payers have gotten more critical of making sure that things are coded correctly, and so it becomes even more important for coders to really know those rules inside and out. It gets more complicated for providers to try to keep track of all of that without our help. It's really important to make sure that things are right the first time. It saves the organization a lot of money not to have to constantly fight those denials. And that's our goal, is to have it go out the door correct the first time, every time. I think it's important for people to realize that we are here to help and to make the providers' lives easier by taking that burden off of them.